I can.
Okay, great. Wonderful, and welcome everyone. It's Neil. Thank you and the team at corporate headquarters for everything you guys have done. This is an exciting launch of the compensation plan. I will say this, as you see this, you'll get the idea of how lucrative it is. It will take you time to understand the details, but this will be posted on websites for people to review, as well as we will repeat this and we will train it and teach it so everybody can learn how to make the most amount of money possible. So lots more to come. Let's get started with our introductory compensation plan call. And of course, when we start off at any level, you join the business, you are an associate. So everybody who becomes a member of this team, you come on board as an associate, and we'll be introducing some new language. And first things first, I just want to shout out again to Russ DeSarmo, who literally right up to the point of this call has been working on this. And thanks to the team that was working on this compensation plan. You guys know who you are and did a great job. And Sneal, you and Jim, feel free to jump in any time and add any comments you like. So we're introducing a term called training sales. So your first two sales that you bring to the table personally are called training sales. And for that, you will receive a $500 commission per sale. So everybody starting in this business, starting out from day one, has an opportunity to make $500 per sale. So an associate earns, Dan is our associate on screen here, from sale 1 and sale 2, he will earn $500 per sale on his first two sales. So on your first two, you'll make a cool $1,000, and that's wonderful. The third thing to keep in mind here is that any associate without a purchase, you remember we had a two-tiered compensation plan track, and based on popular demand, we have changed that, and we've made it a lot easier for people to make full commissions. All anyone must do to be on the full compensation plan track is make one additional Cool Trainer Pro purchase per level, and you will be qualified to make the same amount of money as everyone else. So thank you to the team at corporate for allowing that to happen, keeping it on one track. All one has to do without a purchase again is make one additional sale. So for your first level to get to the second level, past associate, which is called senior associate, if you have the software, 2 sales. If you don't have the software purchased on your own, you need to make 3 training sales. Going on to the next page. And the next page brings us to our next level called senior associate. So for a senior associate, when you get there after you are completed 2 training sales or 3 training sales, if you have not purchased the software, you make $1,000 per sale. So Dan, who's a senior associate, on his 3rd and 4th and 5th sales, or however many here that we show, he will make $1,000 per sale, except if he hasn't purchased the software, then it would be on sale 4 and 5. And we call this magic. The magic begins at senior associate. Why is it called magic? Because magic stands for make a grand in cash on each sale. So the magic begins at senior associate, which is really cool. For all of us, I'll use the word cool a lot because that's who we are. We're Cool Trader Pro. So this is really wonderful. And again, it doesn't take a lot. Many of you will already be there at your $1,000 level moving forward. Others can get there as quickly as you can after your first 2 or 3 sales. So I'll take a breath, and Sneal or Jim, you want to add anything before I go forward? I guess we're good. So next level up is director. And at director, you're moving your base sale commission up from $1,000 to $1,100 per sale. Plus, you are now eligible for overrides from downline sales. So it's good to get in that director's chair. The requirements to reach this level, we're going to give you 2 ways to reach. As a matter of fact, we're going to give you 2 ways to reach all the levels going forward here, because some of you are going to get there from your own personal sales. And if you do that, it's 5 cumulative group sales, of which at least 4 are personal. As you can see on screen, 4 personal sales and 1 more. And we'll also give you another way to get there for those that like to build groups. Instead of building your front line, so to speak, you can get there with 2 personals and 10 group sales. So those of you that have networks, build networks, you can do it with 2 personals, 2 frontline people that you have sales on, 10 group sales, or you can get there the other way as well. So there'll be 2 ways to get to director and $1,100 per sale. Moving on to the next level, which is senior director, we bumped your base commissions per sale up to $1,200 per sale, plus you're eligible for overrides from downline sales. Now, to reach the senior director level, here's what you got to do. We'll give you two ways. This is way number one. You have to make 10 cumulative group sales, of which at least 6 are personal. So you can see 6 personal sales across your front line and 10 total sales, however they end up in your group. Or you can get there with 3 personals and 20 group sales. We'll already, over the first 50 days or so, have a whole bunch of people launching as senior directors as we go live with this comp plan. So again, senior directors, very lucrative, $1,200 per sale, plus overrides, which we'll get to in a moment. Next level up is called National Director. At the National Director level, you're bumped up to $1,300 per sale, plus you're eligible for more overrides from downline sales. We're also going to give you 2 ways to reach National Director. Dan's moving up the ladder here. You can get there with 15 group sales, of which 9 are personals, or you can get there with 3 personals, 3 frontline people, which he's made sales to, and their groups grow to a total of 30 group sales from Dan down. So those are 2 ways to get the National Director, and we're going to have people popping both of these ways. As a matter of fact, we'll already have people popping as National Directors already out of the box, so to speak, when we go live. This is a very exciting program, as even in pre-launch, people have been able to reach these levels. They're very doable, and there's a lot of money, as you can see on the table, as you go out and make sales and gain overrides as well. Next level up is called Executive Director. Executive Director, we're bumping your base commission per sale to $1,400 per sale. I don't know of anywhere in the industry where you can make that kind of money, and we're going to give you 2 ways to get to executive. Plus, there's a lot of overrides, as you'll see. You can get there with 25 group sales, including 12 personals, or you can get there with 3 personals with 50 group sales. And we will have people busting out of the gate as executive director already. So we know, again, this is a very doable level for people, and that means a lot of money to be made. So again, we're giving you really wonderfully great options, 2 options. If you want to build it with your personal sales and less group sales, if you want to build it with a bigger group and less personals, you can get there both ways. The next level up from executive is the next highest level to the top. It's called the Vice Presidential Director. And to reach this level, first of all, you're going to be making $1,450 per sale, plus more overrides, and you can get there again 2 ways, as you can see, with 35 group sales, including 15 personals, or 3 personals with 70 group sales. So again, we will have people again launching with VP Director titles right out of the gate as well. This is exciting. It's really exciting to be able to make $1,450 per sale and work your way up. No matter where you start, everyone can work their way up to this level. And introducing our top level is our Presidential Director level. And our Presidential Director level will gain our highest commission levels per sale at $1,500 per sale. Plus, they're eligible for lots and lots of overrides and more bonuses, which we'll talk about later, some Presidential Director generational bonuses. And to get there, again, to reach the top level, 50 group sales with 18 personals, top level Presidential Director, or 3 personals with the group going to 100 group sales. Now remember what Sunil has said. We've paid out hundreds of thousands of dollars. We have lots of groups with over 100 group sales already happening within this team. So this is our top level. So again, moving up from all the levels, associate to senior associate to director, senior director to national director, VP, and presidential director. I hope I got them in the right order. Those are the levels.
Can I jump in here for a second?
You certainly can. I'm waiting for one of you guys to jump in. And
well, one thing I really wanted to say, this is Jim Fulford, and one thing that really excited me, and this kind of came about halfway through the compensation system, was this dual track that you guys have put together for people to run on. Because what I found out being in this industry for many years is you really got 2 types of people. You got some people, we always call them the sponsor monsters. They could go out there and sell and recruit anyone, And those are the people, I mean, we're going to have financial analysts that join Cool Trader Pro, and they're going to put one of these in every one of their clients, and they're going to make tons of sales. But you also have a different group of people, the ones that have the charisma, that have that team building skills, and those are going to be where you really, with 3 legs, you can really move through every level of this organization by building just 3 legs. And so it's really great because people can pick the track they want to run on and really have dual ways. I thought that was one of the genius things of this plan, was really giving someone on every track, because it was funny. Some people are going to look at one and say, this is the way I'm going to go. Some people are going to look at the other, and that's just one of the great ways is we got a dual track really for every level you go as you move in the organization.
So you want to comment at all? Are you there?
That's the genius. Yeah, that's the genius of the plan, guys, is that we wanted to create it for direct sales and also those of us that are leaders in the MLM world that want to build a team. And you got best of both worlds here. But what I'm excited about is what you're about to see. This is incredible, the kind of money that's on the table here. But as Doug transitions into the next part, I think you guys are going to be very, very pleasantly surprised. Go ahead, Doug.
Let's go into commission overrides. The second powerful way to earn revenue from your organization will be from overrides. Overrides are commission payments to qualified upline from the sale of Cool Trader Pro software in your organization. Excuse me. So what's cool about an override, it can be paid to one or more upline to a maximum of $500 per sale. So what you see on the right side here is we know our senior associates start at $1,000 per sale. Then you see our levels going up from director, senior, national, executive, VP, and presidential. So the overrides available at this level are up to $100, $200, $300, $400, $450, and $500 going up the chain of command here, so to speak. So when we roll this out, if we give an example, we've got Jen at the bottom here. So if Jen purchases a software program, Senior Associate Sue, right here, earns a $1,000 direct sales commission. So that's how the compensation plan works. Then what happens is we've got Sam as a director. He's the first upper level above a senior associate. Sam, as a director, will earn a $100 override on the sale. So $100 will go to Sam. And then, of course, we have a national director, Ted. Ted will earn a $200 override as a national, because at the national level, the bonuses, the overrides are up to $300. $100's taken from Sam, so that leaves $200 for Ted's level. And then, of course, the presidential director earns the balance of the $500, or $200 flowing up to the presidential director. So there are going to be boatloads of overrides on every sale flowing up, and the higher your level, and of course the more organizations you have, the more legs you start, the more overrides that are going to flow up to you as sales are made within your group. So very powerful. And of course, if Dan brings in somebody at the $1,500 level, he's going to make $1,500, and he makes $1,000 as his direct sale, plus the $500 in overrides. All the money will go to the presidential director. If a executive director brings somebody on, he'll make $1,000 plus $400, and then there'll be $100 left over for the presidential director. So these overrides are powerful, and I'm just going to take a breath here and let Sunil jump in here, because I know you've been on commission programs where you've had overrides, and you know the power of these overrides, Sunil, and probably you do as well, Jim.
Well, we're working on a calculator that we'll be submitting to our attorneys for approval, but I've been playing with some numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Unlike most organizations that you and I have built over the years, where we need literally thousands, if not tens of thousands of people in our organization to, say, make a $10,000 commission check on a monthly basis from our overrides, you're going to be very, very surprised to see how little activity, frankly, in your downline you're going to need to hit the $10,000 mark. So, yeah, stand by for that calculator as we get it finalized and approved and out to you guys, where you can have a little fun and see what kind of production requirements you need to do in your downline to earn $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $100,000. You know, I was on the phone with this gentleman today. He says, hey, how doable is your plan where I can make $100,000 a month? And I said, well, I think you're going to see it for yourself tonight on our call. And so far, Doug, you've only talked about how much money we make from our frontline sales as well as the overrides, which is obviously very, very lucrative. But wait till we get into, again, the training bonus as well as the coded bonus. Go ahead.
That's coming up next. So we've got your sales commissions. Now we've got your commission overrides, 2 ways to make money. Now we're going to get into the third way, that should say number 3, which is the Cool Train bonus. Now, this is a pretty cool train, but let me explain this bonus, because this is going to be a lot of money to people that are bringing on people who are bringing on people. It's available to everyone. So let's just go through this and what it says on screen here. This Cool Train bonus is paid on all training sales. What does that mean? It means any new associates' first 2 sales are called training sales. I'm just going to say that one more time. Everybody, when you come on board, no matter who you are or where you are in the organization, the first 2 sales you make are called training sales. So as these training sales are being made, the first active upline associate above the person who made the sale receives a $250 Cool Train bonus. This bonus is paid because the upline is helping their frontline associates complete the first 2 sales. So we want to help the people, and we want to reward you for that. An upline associate without a personal software purchase, however, receives a $125 Cool Train bonus versus the $250. So $250 Cool Train bonus for people that have the software, $125 for those that do not. Let me give you an idea of what this Cool Train bonus looks like. So here you have Dan. Sam is the upline, and Dan brings in Ed and Kim. So because Sam has purchased the software, he earns a $250 Cool Train bonus on Ed and Kim's purchase. So on the 2 training sales, Sam is going to earn $500. Now, of course, that's really great, but just remember also that Dan's not left out. Dan, this was his first 2 sales there, his training sales. Remember in the beginning, he earned $500 commission on each sale. So he earns actually $1,000 from his first 2 sales. The upline earns $500 from his first 2 sales. So whoever you are, wherever you are in this organization, what you want to recognize with this is that you want to make sure you're always sponsoring people, and you also want to make sure you have your software. That helps a lot as well. But the more you sponsor and the more you help people sponsor, the more money is coming to you. So that is a fabulous bonus, a third way of making money called the Cool Train bonus. And a lot of people, we're going to make a lot of money. We're going to cut a lot of commission checks on Cool Train bonuses. So hop on the Cool Train and a lot of money here. Jim and Sunil, you want to make any quick comments on this?
I'm sorry, I was on mute. Once you understand the significance of this, and once you understand how far in depth you'll be able to earn these commissions, and I know, Doug, you've got a slide that's going to really show that part of it. This is an unbelievable part, and I just got to say, I love the title that the team came up with, Cool Train and Cool Code and so on. You know, hey, we got a cool pay here, right? Jim, did you have any comments? I know you were very excited to see this